Mastering what you eat and how you eat, that is the gateway to self-mastery. Now, there's a little saying out there, I'm sure you've all heard it, and it says eating first thing in the morning is the most important meal of the day. That is false. It's just wrong. That interrupts your fasting window. Fasting gives your body time to repair itself through a process called autophagy. Autophagy helps clean out damaged cells and it regenerates new ones. Now, another reason why you don't want to eat breakfast first thing in the morning is insulin sensitivity. Pretty much all breakfast is high in carbohydrates. So you are spiking your insulin levels first thing in the morning, which can put you at risk for type 2 diabetes. Another reason why not to eat first thing in the morning is mental clarity. When you're fasting, your body isn't using energy to digest. That leaves more energy for your brain. When your first meal is delayed, you have a higher degree of focus, a sharp mental clarity, and increased productivity. You overall have more energy. Another reason why not to eat first thing in the morning is craving control. Eating breakfast can trigger cravings throughout the day. When you start eating, your hunger hormones, they get activated, making you more likely to snack or overeat throughout the day. Another reason why not to eat early is for fat burning. When you're in a fasted state, your body uses stored fat for energy instead of glucose from food. When you skip breakfast and you push back your first meal, you extend that fat burning period. You'll shed excess weight and you build a leaner, more defined physique. Another reason why not to eat breakfast is capitalism. Let's think about this. The cereal industry, specifically Kellogg's and General Mills, they spent $500 million a year in marketing. In 2022, they made $45 billion in profits. Let's talk about dairy. The National Dairy Council spends anywhere from $500 million to $1 billion a year in marketing, and they profited $720 billion in 2022. I'm in the wrong industry. The fast food industry, let's say McDonald's, they spent $1 billion in marketing in 2022, and they made $34 billion in profits. Breakfast sales alone at McDonald's does over $10 billion a year. Their biggest category at McDonald's is the breakfast food. I don't know if y'all know that. Then you have baked goods industry. The baked goods market is valued at over $400 billion in the US, and the breakfast portion alone does $12 billion annually. Then we have the juice industry. Fruit juice market is valued at $150 billion. With orange juice sales alone, breakfast, $30 billion a year. I could go on, but what I am driving home is this point. They are marketing to you that you need breakfast and it's the most important meal of the day. And that's simply not true. They push it so hard because it's huge for business. And remember this, you mastering what you eat and how you eat is the gateway to self-mastery. And if you can't master yourself, you cannot master anything. If you're not in control of your own body, your own craving, your own instincts, how do you expect to be in control of anything in your life? This is why discipline over what you eat is a non-negotiable for those who want to push themselves to that next level, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Let's go back to 2015. I found myself facing that exact challenge. I got my blood work done for the first time, and I realized that I was on a fast track to becoming pre-diabetic. And here's the thing, I wasn't even fat. I weighed 250 pounds. I was thick. I was solid muscle. My body was sending me a clear signal that it was not thriving. I had to face that reality, no matter how strong I looked on the outside, that I was not in control on the inside. And I was eating a big breakfast before training, eating right after training, and having a big dinner every night. I was eating way too much. So I had to make a drastic change. I switched to eating one meal a day. Most people thought I was crazy. How could you stay muscular while only eating one meal a day? How could you stay strong? Well, let's look at the science. When you reduce how often you eat, your metabolism becomes more efficient. Your body becomes better at putting the nutrition where it needs to go. So as I ate less, my muscle protein synthesis became more efficient. Protein muscle synthesis is the process where your body repairs and builds muscles after you exercise. See, when you work out, you create tiny tears in your muscle fibers. Your body uses protein from your food, which breaks down into building blocks called amino acids. It fixes those tears, and as the muscle heals, it grows stronger and bigger and more tight and firm. So every time that you work out and eat enough protein, your muscle gets better at handling that load. You got to rest and sleep as well. That's very important because most of the muscle building happens when you're resting. For me, it was a discipline. I had to take control of my body, and in turn, I took control of my life. So me mastering how I eat It unlocked a deeper level of self-mastery. See, when you limit yourself to 1 meal a day or intermittent fasting, you are mastering your cravings. You are sharpening your mind. Now, let's say I'm at an event and everybody around me is distracted by hunger or snacking. I'm not. I'm focused. I feel more powerful because now I'm in control of my body and it's not the other way around. That is the elite mindset that I'm talking about. And all of this is backed by science. You see, studies show that intermittent fasting can improve insulin sensitivity, it lowers inflammation, and it extends the lifespan. You see, one of the earliest studies on fasting showed rats that ate every other day, they lived up to 80% longer than those that ate freely. And that's not some isolated case. In humans, intermittent fasting is shown to lower the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and many cancers. Let's talk about how this works at a cellular level. When you give your body a break from constant eating, it triggers a process called autophagy. That is your body's way of cleaning house, getting rid of damaged cells, regenerating new ones, healthier ones. See, this literally keeps you young because it's regenerating your cells, and it's your body's way of repairing itself from the inside out. And for those of you who are wondering if eating less means losing muscle, let me break down that myth. When you limit your food intake, your body becomes more efficient at utilizing the nutrients that you do give it. Muscle protein synthesis, which I talked about earlier, it increases in response to this challenge. So your body's going to prioritize protein to repair and build muscle, becoming more efficient at nutrient partitioning. So I dropped down to 220 pounds from 250, and I didn't lose an ounce of strength. If anything, I became more focused, more efficient, looked better, and I became stronger. Now, there's a reason why animals in the wild live longer when they eat less. Let's take, for instance, the Greenland shark, one of the longest living creatures on the planet, and it lives 500 years, and it eats very infrequently. And then we got crocodiles. They can go months, even years without one meal, and they're some of the oldest living animals. But of course, we're not animals, but there is wisdom in nature. Animals that eat less tend to live longer because their bodies aren't under constant stress from digestion. Less stress on your system means more time for your body to heal, repair, and optimize itself. So, what are the real benefits of eating 1 meal a day or intermittent fasting? This is not just about weight loss. It's about giving your body the space to heal. You are lowering your insulin levels. You're reducing inflammation. You're triggering autophagy. These are the processes that leads to better health and longevity. Take the people of Okinawa, for example. This small island has one of the longest living populations in the world. And guess what? They practice intermittent fasting as a way of life. They eat nutrient-dense foods, low-calorie meals, and as a result, they have lower rates of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Now, I get that eating 1 meal a day might seem extreme for some of y'all, right? That's okay. If you're not ready to dive directly into 1 meal a day, there's other ways to reap the benefits of intermittent fasting. You can try the 16-8 method. That's fasting for 16 hours and then eating within an 8-hour window. Or you can start with the 5-2 method, where you eat normally for 5 days and you restrict your calories for the other 2. The main thing here is giving your body a break from constant stress of digestion and letting it optimize itself. Hey, what if I told you that you could supercharge your intermittent fasting, burn more fat, and preserve those hard-earned muscles without starving yourself? Let me introduce you to the Ambrosia Collective's Holy Trinity Stack. We brought together 3 powerhouse products: Ember, Alchemy, and No Morbidity, designed to support those of you who fast, train hard, and is serious about leveling up your body. First, let's talk about Ember. You take this early in the day. This is a scientifically proven thermogenic that boosts your metabolism and helps you burn an extra 100 calories a day just by taking it. Think about that. An effortless burn while you're fasting. Now you're gonna pair that with Alchemy. This is a game changer. You take this before your first meal and it optimizes how your body processes carbs. Instead of storing those carbs into fat, it's using it as fuel. You're turning those carbs into muscle. This is key for those of you who wanna maintain lean mass, even when cutting calories. You stay strong, you keep building, and you avoid the muscle loss that often comes with fasting. And lastly is our secret weapon. That's No Morbidity. That's your secret weapon against hunger and stress cravings. It keeps you full, cuts the emotional eating, and it supports balanced mood, making fasting a breeze. And you take that at night, it helps you burn calories through the night. Now, with the Holy Trinity Stack, you are not just losing weight. That's a byproduct. you are literally transforming your body. You are burning off fat. You're maintaining muscle. You're staying focused, and you're absolutely crushing your goals while you're fasting. This is not magic. This is science. And it's time for y'all to take control. Just go to ambrosiacollective.com, get the stack, put in Trinity stack, and we're gonna hook you up with a discount. All right, back to the video. Fasting has been used all throughout history, not just for physical health, but for mental and spiritual clarity. It is a tool for self-mastery. When you control what and when you eat, you start to gain control over other areas of your life. It is a discipline that sharpens your mind, it strengthens your body, and it aligns your spirit. Fasting has been known to reduce the risk of diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and it's also linked to improving mental clarity and emotional stability. Mastering your appetite is the foundation of mastering your life. So here is my challenge to you. Let's try it. Start small. Test yourself. See how your body and mind responds, because when you learn to control your body, everything else becomes possible. Less food does not mean less power. It means more clarity, more efficiency, and more strength. One meal a day or any form of intermittent fasting is the gateway to mastering your body and ultimately your life. All right, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.